We are here in Oakland. It has been a long journey, all leading to this point.
A Loki versus Cash Money Jay. Let's get into game number one.
Game one of the tournament was incredible. A Loki got off to a quick 5-0 lead, but Cash Money Jay answered right back with a 7-0 run of his own. Tracy McGrady had a big quarter for both players, and at the end of the first quarter, A Loki boasted a 7-point lead. The second quarter belonged to Cash Money J. LeBron James had a monster chase down block, which led to a Tracy McGrady three-pointer, putting Cash Money J back on top. A Yao Ming block helped Cash preserve a three-point lead at halftime and set the stage for an epic second half. In a back-and-forth third quarter, the big story was how it ended. Magic Johnson beat T-Mac for a slam dunk.
Johnson throws it down.
And then threw a full court assist to David Robinson for a buzzer-beating layup.
He's glad, and you see him sit back, give it a little sigh of relief.
In the fourth quarter, trailing by 4 with a minute to play.
Thanks for joining 2K Sports for NBA action this Sunday afternoon. Brian Anderson here, with me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Klay Thompson asked what he thinks about when he's shooting. He said, quote, nothing. You want to have a clear mind, a free consciousness, and just let it fly. When you go with the flow, you're in rhythm, and you're not really thinking about it, that's when it feels the best. Brian?
It's a thing of beauty, Allie. Thank you. All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. The core of the dynasty all on the floor. Curry and Klay, the guards, with Draymond up front at the 4. Dwight Howard out there with Andrew Wiggins. And for Minnesota, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Edwards. Then it's D'Angelo Russell, Karl Anthony Towns, and it's ABC in at the 2 guard.
And with their title last season, the Warriors now with 7 in franchise history. No longer tied with the Bulls. They are alone and ranked 3rd all time.
And it's the Warriors to start out. Thompson outside. Pass to Green. Howard with the ball. Covered by Towns. Goes back up. Howard's shot's good.
The first of many tonight. Both.
You're not going to do this all night.
Teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Now here's Russell. Here's Towns. Back to Russell. Lets it fly. Howard grabs the miss. And the Warriors still have a long way to go to surpass the Celtics and the Lakers for total championships, each with 17.
But their ambition from the top down is to do exactly that. They want to be, in their own words, the greatest organization on earth.
Definitely playing the long game.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
We'd played just over a minute here in the first. Iverson.
Yeah.
We'll head to the line for 2. Well, RJ, you were allowed
to do them like I got doing in real life. You got to put them on the sideline every time.
Well, yes, I was.
I'm going to the meat rack.
Lucky number 13. Some great 13s. Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant, Tyler Hero, Jalen Rose. It's intense being that 13th pick. You've got pressure from yourself, your family, your teammates, but despite all that, now is the time when your performance counts the most.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Thompson outside. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss.
Better watch out, Curry.
Very good shot.
And we think back to 2015, Grant. Klay Thompson with the best quarter in league history.
Oh, B.A. 37 points from him in one quarter, setting an NBA record. Klay 13 for 13 from the field and 9 for 9 from deep, taking only 4 dribbles the entire time. Only Klay Thompson, guys.
Here's Iverson in his last outing with 12 points. And here's Edwards outside.
Oh, give me that room!
From three-point land. Edwards has got 5 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Back to Curry. They need this. Unable to get that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. To the inside.
Oh!
Warriors
What
with the rebound. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
They expected more of themselves
Yeah,
against
come on, man.
this team
Yeah,
last
ball
year.
line.
Split the games
Ball
between
line.
them.
And the ball goes out of bounds.
Run that
Last
back.
touch by Wiggins. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Off target at the rim.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Wiggins outside. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And that one fall for him. 0 for 2. Puts it up.
Woo!
And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Their ball movement on this run has
7
been
seconds is all we need.
It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They defeated Utah in their last game.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Timberwolves on D. Trying to get back on track. And a nice layup by Curry.
Not just a jump shooter. Curry is so creative at figuring out little ways to score inside.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Pass to Okogie. Now here's Bogdanovich. And here's Reed, guarded by Wiseman. The kick out to Poole.
Yep. Oh!
Shot clock at 5. Yep, that one's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Kuminga. Pass to Archibald.
Oh, no, you not!
Oh, and Reed with a block. And they'll keep possession. Ooh, Griffin with the steal. Bogdanovich on the wing.
I'll take you to the hoop!
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Get your ass
They
up!
settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Yeah, I know you're looking for that, Curry. I know you're looking for that.
Curry. Here's
Oh!
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
At the line for the Warriors, Cody Zeller. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He misses the free throw. second free throw is good. 34 seconds left in the first. Poole outside. Pass to Bogdanovic. The
Damn!
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. And we have to take another look at that block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter here. Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. Gets the three to fall. Curry's got 5 points.
Just another day at the office for Mr. Curry.
Here's Bogdanovic. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Man, it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
And every team has them. Those games where you just don't have it. Why does that happen, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think, first of all, 82 games. It's a grind of a season. You factor in traveling, injuries, players out for different reasons. You're going to have moments like this where it just doesn't happen. You know what you do? You learn from it, you move on, and you get ready for the next night.
Anthony Edwards out there with
Jerry. Come on!
Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's D'Angelo Russell, and it's ABC in at the 2. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Nice timing on the pass from Green, finding the open guy with ease.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Edwards. Russell with the ball. Here's Towns. Howard grabs the miss. Howard's got 4 rebounds in the game. The ball's not close. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Russell, the pass to Vanderbilt. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at Dallas. They'll match up against the Mavericks. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. And it's Howard finishing it off.
The team-first mentality of Thompson. When someone on his squad is open, he finds them.
Outside Russell. Pass to Vanderbilt. Now Edwards. Hounded by Wiggins.
No!
Rolls around and rims out.
Normally he drains that. So much to say about Draymond's game.
Give me the damn ball back. Let's go!
Else in the league has a larger impact on their team on both sides of the floor.
And let's
no!
Well, guys, Draymond Green suffered through the losing years with the Dubs. He said, quote, I just couldn't get myself going. Coach Kerr pulled me aside and said, quote, you have to be the worst player in meaningless games I have ever seen. But I found a love again, and I'm just enjoying playing basketball. Brian?
Hey, it shows, Allie. Thank you. And Richard, the weight that Draymond carries for this team can't be forgotten.
The impact he has on the defense alone is remarkable.
Come on, man!
When you factor in the offense ability, bringing the ball up the floor, there is no doubt he is the
hell you doing bringing the ball up the floor?
Pass to Archibald. On the wing, Thompson. To the middle, Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally. Outside
Russell. Here's Iverson, defended by Thompson. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Klay Thompson picks one up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Warriors. The first one falls. Griffin, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And he makes both free throws. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Curry against Russell. Back to Curry. Kuminga, the pass to Wiseman. Outside Curry. Just 5 on the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the half. 2 minutes.
Oh, plenty of contact.
Oh, what my man!
Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And after winning MVP honors in 2015, Steph Curry was even better in 2016, taking home another MVP award, going back-to-back.
First free throw is good. And that 2016 MVP year for Curry, Grant, one of the best regular seasons ever.
Oh, so true, B.A. Think about this. The Warriors winning an NBA record 73 games. Steph shattering the three-pointers made record, over 400 for the season. Also leading the league in steals. Steph in 15-16.
No. Okie dokie. It's boring up there, huh? I said it's boring up there. Are you up there by yourself now?
Oh, no, I'm not necessarily by myself. No, Johnny, they were still here. And then,
Something else, guys.
And to the surprise of absolutely no one, Steph Curry set the record for most threes made in NBA history during the 21-22 season.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Thompson outside. Pass to Curry from outside the arc. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to take possession here.
What is going on tonight, man?
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Thompson. Reed with the rebound. And Stephen set that record against the Knicks, Richard.
Yeah, with Ray Allen in attendance to watch as he passed him on the lid. You can tell it meant a lot to Steph. Maybe the greatest shooter, not maybe, the greatest shooter the game has ever seen.
The Warriors have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Kuminga against Griffin. Here's Zeller. Oh, and Reed with a block. And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession.
Indy!
Here's Zeller. 8 points in his last timeout.
Call 3 seconds, ref.
Kuminga, the pass to Zeller. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, hell.
Oh! Wiseman missing.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
He want it. He want it. He want it.
Here's Iverson. He's covered by Curry.
Oh, wow.
That's good by
What
Iverson.
you want?
Give him 8.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Curry passes to Kuminga. Here's Thompson.
Curry.
With the fadeaway.
Yeah.
2 points.
Wow.
Phenomenal shooter from the mid-range. All Clay needs is a little bit of daylight. Like a little bit, and it is gold.
Pass to Reed.
Who is it?
Let's go with a 3. Parries it from 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The T-Wolves on top, up by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Let's go.
Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk.
Indy!
It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They did lead by as many as 7 points in the first period. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
There's been a ton of energy in this building tonight. And the way this one's going, they're going to need the energy down the stretch. It's a tight ball game, and their fans know how to give them a lift when they need it.
And, Shaq, what do you have to say about the Warriors?
I like how they're working the ball down low and finding easy looks. They may be tempted to switch things up in the second half, but I say stick with it. Force the other team to adjust to the way you play.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
Making their way onto the court.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And the three-point shot so important.
Give this man extra time and he does nothing. You don't want to be here. It's a close game. It's a real close game. You know, we're trying to work it out.
Richard, that's something you added after you came into the league. What was that process like?
Well, look, as the game tilted that direction, it was no secret. You have to put in that time. But what I try and tell people is that it took me 3 years before I was able to even become a consistent three-point shooter, and another 5 before I became a good one. So as long as you're putting in the work.
He on fire tonight!
Those who evolve are those who stay around. Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. The core of the dynasty all on the floor. Curry and Clay, the guards, with Draymond up front at the 4. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Dwight Howard. Now here's Wiggins. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything.
Woo! That was slick, D'Angelo!
His teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Yeah, inside the paint,
Already know what to do. They thought I was going to pass.
Helping them get such a high percentage look.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah.
Taking the onus on
Already
himself
calling
to make
it.
something happen.
Already.
Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Golden State calls timeout.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Ready to move? Here are your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Green finds Curry. Now Howard. It's Wiggins on the wing. Back to Howard. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Assist goes
Howard's got 4 points this quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Curry against Russell. Here's Edwards. And And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul.
It's going to go on Draymond Green.
At the line for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Edwards. And the Warriors making a switch here. And both free throws good for Edwards. The Warriors have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Wiggins outside. The 3 from Curry. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist
Take it
numbers.
off.
I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Take it off.
Now here's Wiggins. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 ball. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
It looked
Just
good.
terrible defense.
It looked good.
How he missed that shot.
Let me show you how it's done, Wig.
Edwards
You gonna
against
do?
Wiggins.
Come around.
Edwards, a pass to Russell. Again.
Shut it ain't so.
The Timberwolves score.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
I'm gonna tee your ass up, Wig.
Back to Curry.
Wow.
Looking to end the run, and he lays it in. Curry's got 8.
And making the extra pass. Wiggins' teammates appreciate his willingness to get it to them when they're uncovered. And I think Andrew Wiggins is a great example of how
I'm telling you, he's on fire tonight, man.
He's playing a lot of the 2. Now, we see him at times playing a bunch at the 4.
Here's Archibald. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Pass to Wiggins. We've got 1:28 left in the third. Now Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
This is how skilled Draymond is at handling the rock, and he's able to create for himself.
And for Wiggins, he'll play the stretch 4 at times. Grant, he's extremely versatile.
And B.A., that shows just how the game has evolved.
I'm telling you!
Traditional small forward. But we've seen that push to small ball, shifting Andrew to the 4 and even the 5 during stretches.
Now a timeout call for Golden State.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something.
That man can't miss tonight.
Get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same
He on
page.
fire. He's fuego. That man blew heat.
time to get up and make some noise for the Minnesota Timberwolves Dancers.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Wiseman, he's checked in for Howard. Zeller comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Kuminga in for Curry. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Archibald. And here's Wiseman. Shoots over Reed. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot.
Hard foul,
He'll head to the
man.
line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
Shooting for Golden State, James Wiseman. Taking 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Timberwolves have gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. Here's Russell. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Russell's got 6 points.
An assortment of shots in Russell's arsenal. Just a quick catch and shoot right there.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doubled by Towns. Over to the left wing. Pass to Wiggins. Here's the 3. Kept alive. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Golden State, Cody Zeller. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Thompson against Bogdanovich. Poole from long range. It's rebounded by Golden State. Wiggins from long range.
How you finish a quarter.
Wow.
You play to the buzzer. You never know what's going to happen.
The Warriors.
Huge 3 to cut it to single digits. They're hoping that energy carries into the fourth quarter here.
And so it's Minnesota up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. They know Curry can go for 50, 60 any night. So they're forcing someone else to beat him. Back after this.
The only reason why he made that is because it was the buzzer beater cheat code. That's the only reason why he made that.
Buzzer beater cheat code.
Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Ball's got to move, all right? Let's just start driving and kicking and moving it on, all right? Let's settle in. Make easy, simple passes.
Boy, the offense does not look very fluid to Coach Kerr right now.
Yeah, just not enough movement. When the ball is zipping around, this team is harder to guard.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Jordan Poole, Naz Reid out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Russell in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Pass to Towns. Edwards with it. puts up a three, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his third foul so far.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Green's checked in for the Warriors. Edwards got all 3 threes to fall. Dead-eye shooting. Howard, the pass to Curry. Wiggins against Edwards from 11 feet away. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Good work by Wiggins going right into the coverage. Now, he knows how to get himself to the line and get the shot off.
And the first one at the line is good.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
Hits both from the stripe.
It was good to see Andrew Wiggins make his first All-Star team in 2022. For a player with such a great career, it was long overdue.
Now here's Russell. Vanderbilt finds Towns. Over Howard. The rebound by Wiggins.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
And there's the lob. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Just great awareness from Curry. So good at reading the floor and finding his open teammates.
Well, Wiggins didn't just get an All-Star selection in 2022. Richard, he was picked as a starter.
And that's saying something for a man who isn't always the focal point of his team's offense. Wiggins doesn't need to be the main guy. He wants to be the glue that holds the team together. You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
And no lack of aggression on that
no
move.
Call.
Good for the 2K drive.
And the defense was right where it needed to be, but it didn't matter. He still found a way.
Pass to Wiggins. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Now here's Edwards.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And the Warriors with possession here. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Wiggins with it. Now Vanderbilt defending. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Here's the break. Here's Iverson.
Oh, he missed finally. Damn.
The triple. And for the Warriors, they're shooting at about 44% so far. Wiggins passes to Curry. Pass to Howard. 6 to shoot. Thompson outside. And the Warriors miss again. Minnesota's got 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Now Towns. From deep. Edwards can't hit. Russell against Green. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Curry. Oh, it's blocked by
Get
Towns.
out!
The defensive chops of Towns, able to use his length and timing to stifle shooters.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
No good there. Howard with some nice D. Golden State now running out of time. And there's Curry on the assist from Green.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Pass to Iverson.
Get out, get out,
Here
get
in
out.
the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by.
Clear out, clear out, clear out.
Pulls it from the top of the key. They get it back. Here's Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams
That's
it
the
in.
answer.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MOB physical. Get in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Golden State calls timeout. They're trailing by 11. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Stephen Curry.
How? And he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings.
That should have been AI. He missed one damn shot.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter.
Nice execution on the inbound. Just how you want to draw it up.
Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Russell with the ball. To the paint. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Timberwolves.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
Look at the game. The one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for ABC.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight. Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Outside Vanderbilt. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Out to the right wing. Here's Iverson. Defended by Thompson. Offensive board. Vanderbilt. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it. A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Steps back and shoots. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that about wraps it up. This is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Brian and Danny here at the My Team Unlimited tournament, doing some between the games coverage, and we just saw an amazing game one between Cash Money Jay and A Loki. Danny, what was your big takeaway from that first game?
Wow, what energy to be live in person. An early jump for A Loki, and then towards the first quarter, having a 10-point lead. I was thinking, are we headed for a two-game, a short day here for Cash Money Jay? Not the case, man. Back and forth, over and over, to the point where we weren't sure who was going to come out on top.
I love that it was a close game, and one thing I was really looking at was Tracy McGrady. Just about everyone loves to use this card, and Loki got down to business with him. He was averaging 20 points per game in the tournament with T-Mac. He had 23 with him after the third quarter, so I was curious to see what he was going to do in the fourth quarter. T-Mac didn't score in the fourth quarter until a clutch three-pointer with 18 seconds left in the game, and that was all she wrote for A Loki in game one.
Pretty fantastic. What you point out, too, is our expectation was not reality. Both teams very patient on offense, and whoever can stay calm enough to not make simple mistakes, I think is going to come out on top in game two.
Yeah, great game one. Now we're going to see what's going to happen in game two. A Loki just needs one more. Cash Money Jay needs a big comeback. Let's see what happens.
In game two, A Loki picked up where he left off, as Magic Johnson had two quick dunks to open up the game, forcing Cash Money to call an early timeout.
All the momentum in the world on his side right now.
At the end of one, A Loki was up by 9. In the second quarter, just like game one, Cash Money made a big run.
Hey, and that's a big defensive play.
LeBron James stole back-to-back inbounds passes, which led to back-to-back buckets.
We are now back down to a 2-point game.
But Loki would respond nicely, ending the quarter with a big dunk from the big ticket. Then a huge steal and slam from Jonathan Isaac.
Jonathan Isaac, yes!
At the half, it was A Loki 33, Cash Money 25. In the third quarter, A Loki broke free. Scottie Pippen had a sweet blow-by dunk.
Nice action with Scottie.
And later hit a jumper to beat the shot clock.
And it's good!
He hit that!
And give A Loki an 11-point lead.
Well, right now, we need Carlo to be the first one.
Cash Money got a steal with LeBron to open the fourth quarter, but symbolic of his second half, he missed the dunk.
Wow.
Meanwhile, Tim Thomas threw it down on the other end, and A Loki was in full control.
Loki is on fire right now.
Loki earned a 20-point lead with a David Robinson dunk.
Wow.
And continued to pile it on for the final 2 minutes.
He's just been entirely unstoppable.
At the final buzzer, A Loki won by 22 points and became the last-gen champion for the $250,000 My Team Unlimited tournament.
A Loki!
Congratulations to A Loki and the entire Loki family that came out to support.
City dwellers, goat boaters, gather around for your top plays of the week. I'm Kyle Speller, PA announcer for your Denver Nuggets. Let's see what you've been doing in Season 5.
That's the way to do it down!
Rob Dan is in beast territory. Rescues the ball from the corner. Teammate saves the save. Oh, to an easy dunk. Just like you drew it up, right? Tydrick King is next in my team. down by 4. Chris Middleton hits a huge 3. Oh, AD with the inbound. Oh, Dion Waiters. Dion Waiters, another 3. Completing a comeback, perfectly executing a rare reversal in fortune.
Waiters.
It's good. It counts at the buzzer.
X-Chaos is throwing down next in the wreck. Oh, missed it. Oh, outlet, streaming down the floor to rise up. Oh, the slam on 4. Jump if you must, but in dunk we trust. Spectacular. Rocketing out of here with TPW and my team. Down 2 points. Kyle Korver. Oh, he got 3. And he might get 4. Caught Scotty in the air and made the shot. Oh, it's only fair, baby.
Big time bucket to put him in front.
Time to choose a winner fast. Just kidding. You've got like 10 more seconds. Relax. Make a good choice here. Next time you're on social, send us your best plays using 2KTV Wow, and you can be featured right here on 2KTV. Well, I'm taking Super Mascot Rocky to get some new shoes. It's a chore. Never sitting still. See you next week.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, hump day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, we all know Ja Morant's a high flyer. He says, my dad was pretty athletic when he played, so I can say some of it comes from him. Jumping on tires and the other drills, they just allowed my legs to get stronger. It's enabled me to get off the floor quicker, be more explosive, and it shows when I'm out there on the court. Kevin, it certainly does.
He is a high flyer indeed. David, thank you. We know trade talks have really ramped up here recently, and being a part of a rumor or Steve, actually being traded can really affect a player mentally.
Yes, Kevin, especially the first time it happens. It's a business, and as a player, you have to learn that quickly. You have to try not to take it personally.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward, spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. DeAnthony Melton out there with Morant. And it's Olajuwon in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Minnesota, Edwards is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Towns. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's Russell in at the point guard. Now, here is Russell. Iverson with the ball. Pass to Vanderbilt. Just 5 on the clock. Bucket is good.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Passes it to Melton. Jackson with it. From deep. And it's Russell with the rebound.
And the defense of Jared Jackson Jr., it has become elite. Triple J finishing top 5 in 2022 in the Defensive Player of the Year vote. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now, here's Melton. A nice shot by Olajuwon. Greg, why do you think Jaren Jackson Jr. made that leap defensively in his game?
Kevin, health. Jackson was finally back to 100% in 2022. The ability
I'm telling you, D'Angelo feeling it tonight. He came ready for Ja Morant.
From playing night in and night out, now living up to that massive potential.
Here's Brooks after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Melton finds Brooks. Takes it inside. Melton, no good.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Melton against Iverson. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now here's Morant. And he just worked New York in that last game. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, Morant's awareness in the pick and roll is special. He usually makes the right reads.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Pass to Vanderbilt. Outside Edwards. Towns with it. He's defended by Olajuwon. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now here's Morant. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Back to Melton.
2 minutes
over Iverson.
2 minutes.
Oh! Here's Olajuwon. Count it. Good. Olajuwon's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Now here's Towns. Rebounded by Jackson. Morant looking around. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Russell against Morant. And the dunk by Towns.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Rarely frazzled. They play with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game.
Substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Blake Griffin comes in for Vanderbilt. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Edwards. And Poole subbed in for Iverson. Memphis also making some changes. Morning's checked in for Olajuwon. Garnett comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Bane in for DeAnthony Melton.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch.
Come
on! That play.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Poole against Bane. Morant kicks to Garnett. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. It's a tie ball game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Reid has it in the corner. And the
and one, baby!
More coming up.
Excellent move to score the basketball despite a weak pick.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
His first team foul. At the line for your Timberwolves, Naz Reid, shooting 1.
$20 seconds left to play here in the first. Morant against Russell. And it's Morant missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out.
That one goes. Count it.
And look at Russell bringing the intensity. He's stronger now, willing to mix it up inside no matter who's on it.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top, up 5. From Target Center, back in a moment.
Your Timberwolves.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
We've got Bogdanovic. He's out there with Iverson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Okogie in at the 4 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Iverson against Melton. Outside Edwards. Back to Iverson. Clock at 6. And again, it's Minnesota.
And showing he can make plays.
Yeah, this is my house.
Edwards moving it with conviction.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Melton passes to Brooks. Back to Melton. Knocks it
Give me
loose.
that!
And stolen by Iverson. Towns with it. Picked up by Olajuwon. Iverson passes to Okogie. Outside Bogdanovic. The 3 from Iverson, and he's good on the 3 ball. Iverson's got the lead up to 8 now for Minnesota.
Not just a scorer, Bogdanovic shows excellent feel as a playmaker. That was a nice find.
And the pass to Bane. And he gets the
Nah,
whistle.
ref,
2 free throws
nah.
coming up. During
Nah.
Desmond Bane's first season, Greg, he shot over 43% from three-point territory.
And that was top 10 all time.
Desmond.
In his
Bad
second
call.
season. From the start of his career, Desmond's been a premier shooter.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Bane.
We know he can pass it. He's a tough defender, and Desmond Bane can shoot it from all over.
Minnesota making a switch here. Vanderbilt's checked in, and the Grizzlies also with the sub. Jackson, he's checked in for Kevin Garnett. And Bane drops them both.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Kicks to Edwards. Pass to Vanderbilt. Down low. Here's Towns. Olajuwon with the block. And he's able to get it back.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Bane, no good. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA, and now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average
We'll take
over
Scoop.
25
We'll
points
take
per
Scoop.
game.
Any way we can get
Morant
it.
is the leader of Memphis.
Y'all better lucky
Clear
I
station
ain't
in
hit that
top
from the
3
corner.
of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Melton finds Jackson.
Put pause on him. Put pause
Now
on him.
here's Brooks. And they recover.
I'll get it.
And
Right here.
not
Hey,
gonna
I
go.
get it.
This
I'll
is
get
the
it.
first attempt of the night.
Let him take care of it, huh? With the left. With the left.
A solid 57%.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Brooks, the pass to Melton. Olajuwon outside.
Pull his ass over and tell him get some muscle.
No good. Timberwolves leading by 10.
Where you at, AI? Where you at, AI? Dance on him.
Shot from the wing. And there's Iverson.
Dance on him. They better call it. Oh!
Great ball movement there.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
I can't
we know
hear
confidence
you.
is key, but Steve, when you see young players who haven't done much in the playoffs acting like they've arrived, can that kind of confidence hold them back a little bit?
Well, you love confidence in anything you do, Kevin. Obviously, you need it, but it can backfire. You love that guys want to say they're great, but it all comes down to proving it.
I told you I was coming for my revenge, man. Y'all finna win that game. For my revenge, man.
You have 3 greens, like the whole thing.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Griffin comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Russell in for Josh Okogie. Ja Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
What are y'all doing? Goodbye, get out.
Outside, Olajuwon. Shoots over Reed. Misses off the left iron.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from
Come
there.
on, D, yeah.
Good, Russell.
Never losing focus, even after contact.
Almost.
Russell.
Almost. Be careful.
Morant passes to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Olajuwon, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding.
Don't leave me open.
That's good.
We're going to run it up on y'all, man. I ain't playing.
This game, you can see the offense.
Show everybody what it should have been.
Yeah, the reason
no way y'all
why
beat
they
us.
made the adjustments they needed to make, they are executing.
Cloak loose and stolen by Iverson.
You damn right. Moves. Moves. Oh. Moves and moves.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Moves, baby.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had
Ooh, that moves like Jagger.
2 shots.
It's nothing.
Free throw good. Iverson.
It's nothing.
Morning's checked in for the Grizzlies. Garnett comes in for Jaren Jackson.
That's all you hear.
And both free throws good for Iverson.
Money in the bank.
44 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Brooks outside.
I don't care
Passes
about
to
Brooks.
Olajuwon. Here's Garnett. And nothing is falling for him right now. Timberwolves leading.
I see you in the corner. Him.
Griffin
Him.
kicks to Edwards.
Him.
Good. Griffin making the
Stop
play.
playing with me, man.
Edwards got
Stop playing with me, man.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they maintain their focus.
Morant right side. 6 to shoot. Here's Garnett. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
Just a knockdown shooter. Garnett's so good with the ball in his hands.
Step back.
A step back shot here.
Let's go!
Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding
Off
and
the
good
glass. Yeah, he mad. Look, the bank is open. He mad.
Minnesota on top, opening up a huge
Don't be
game.
mad, Elijah.
Now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Taylor Jenkins is here with us in the second quarter, Coach. Tough sledding at both ends of the floor. How do you fix it?
You know, it hurts our offense when we're not able to get stops and get out and run it. So not a good quarter for us. We just got to keep being aggressive defensively, be a little bit more disciplined.
And we'll see if that can pick up as the game continues. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high percentage shot. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge where it counts on the scoreboard.
Shaq, we're taking on Memphis.
Their effort on the board has been
No
horrendous.
doubt about it.
That's a good way to get blown out. Only way they can turn this thing around is to start winning the rebounding battle, to win the battle of possession. Otherwise, they're my favorite. Avocado toast.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Allen Iverson.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They host the 76ers after this. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. At the forward spot, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Morant is out there with Anthony Melton. And it's Olajuwon in at the center, filling out the middle.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
The first one falls. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Well, Smitty, after his sensational rookie season, I think people knew that Ja Morant had an unlimited ceiling.
Kevin, now we know it's not just high, it's through the roof. Ja was Rookie of the Year, and he keeps upping his game. We could, Kevin, be looking at an all-time great. In just one college year, Jaren Jackson averaged 3 blocks in game. He has that potential at this level.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Damn.
The Grizzlies trail by 21. Morant outside. Over Vanderbilt, and Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 5 points so far.
Defense is all over Ja Morant, but he keeps his cool and sinks the jumper.
Edwards passes to Towns. No good
Come
that
on,
time.
that's your
And
shot.
the Grizzlies going the other way now. Russell against Morant. Pass to Brooks. Here's Melton. Memphis moving that ball around.
It's all right. What he's going to do, though?
It's Brooks on the wing. Edwards defending. It's good.
Not just a floor spacer. Dillon will take the mid-range jumper if you give it to him.
Now, here is Russell. 8 points for him.
Give me another one. Give me another one.
Three-pointer. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Oh!
Checked in for Iverson. And Memphis also making a switch.
Hold on
Adams
to the
checked
ball.
in. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Another miss by Minnesota.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Here's the pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Poole finds Vanderbilt.
Woo!
And
Talk
off the
to
left
me!
side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
You used to call me on my cell phone. Talk to me.
Morant passes to Brooks. Jackson against Vanderbilt. Right side Jackson. Back to Morant.
Wow.
It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Nice
Morant's got
work.
7 points for the quarter.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
That was a second look at our Mobile One Drive. Amazing control on display.
And even down big, the effort
Bring it down. Move out the way.
there to try and make a comeback.
Oh!
It's Edwards on the wing. Puts it up from 17.
Yes,
and
sir.
It's good
That's what we
off the
running.
back rim
That's what
and
we
in.
running.
Towns has got 10.
Baby,
He's giving a
that's
great
you.
lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Morant kicks to Melton.
Very good. Very good.
Adams taking his time here. Jackson and another basket for Memphis.
There's the flexibility of Jaren at the offensive end. He can post, he can put it on the floor, or he can just catch and fire.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100%.
Oh, you give it to me, I'ma take it.
Serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a three.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Pass to Brooks. Loads it up there for Morant.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go. Who want it? Oh,
Russell
I'll
with a
take it.
wide open look.
What in the hell?
Out to Edwards. And he gets the whistle for the
What?
30-second call.
Oh,
Some changes for Minnesota. Nas Reed, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Edwards. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jackson.
Sweet.
And it's
He's
Garnett
serving
in
that
for
bitch
Brooks.
cold.
Russell against Morant.
No way they beat us, man.
Garnett trying to break loose, and that one's good. Morant, he's got 11.
And they have picked it up offensively here in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage shots, and you can definitely see a difference.
Russell passes to Poole. And here's Bogdanovich for three.
Oh, come on.
The rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Now Melton.
Not a damn thing.
Morant, that's for two. Offline. And so it's Minnesota riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Minnesota leading by 15. Allen Iverson out there with Jordan Poole. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Griffin, and it's Reed, and at the 5, down low.
That's all I need is a little room. Damn!
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Ooh, ooh.
Melton against Iverson. No good.
I'll bring it up, fellas.
And the Timberwolves with possession.
I see you, Reed.
The 2 is their biggest lead.
I see you. Duffy.
No one.
They knew it. I don't know what y'all clapping on the bench for. That's all you gonna hear.
Lead by 17.
A volume shooter. Iverson stays aggressive on offense, whether he's hot or cold. And right now, he's on fire.
Back to Melton.
You don't want it.
Dishes it to Clark.
Nah.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
8 to 5 for what? 8 to 5 for what?
And that one misses. Some changes for Minnesota.
Yep.
Vanderbilt comes in for Blake Griffin. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Bogdanovich. And he sinks the second. Here's Poole. Iverson outside. Reed with it. Mourning's there. And here's Poole for 3. The rebound by Alonzo Mourning. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. They trail by 16. Tipped away and stolen by Iverson. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Edwards. The step back jumper is good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Up top, Morant. Guarded by Poole. Garnett wide open. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves leading by 18. Outside, Edwards. Morant against Poole. Lays it up off the glass.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And nowadays, it seems like players have more opportunities than ever before. But, Steve, does that add to the challenge of balancing on the court versus off the floor?
It does for some individuals, but I love the opportunities that they're getting, and I love they're taking advantage of it. Most of the guys can juggle and balance both.
Checked in for the Timberwolves. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Olajuwon's checked in for Mourning. Jackson comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Brooks subbed in for Brandon Clark. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Melton feeling it out a bit. Outside for Jackson. It's good from about 19 feet.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Outside Edwards. The dish to Towns. Shot clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Edwards taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And the second free throw, good. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Brooks outside. Pass to Melton. They get a hand on it.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
No questioning Iverson's skill for moving the ball. A guy this open is an easy dime for him.
Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Morant passes to Brooks. Edwards with the block, and he gets it back, and he recovers it. Timberwolves leading by 21 on the wing. Iverson. Lots of room, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Jackson finds Brooks. Steve, you played all 4 years at Michigan State. When you think about the fun you had there, what was more enjoyable, playing college basketball or in the pros?
Kevin, I have to be honest, both was fantastic. College, those 4 years was something I'll never forget. But then obviously, ultimately, you want to make it to the NBA, and I got a chance to do that. So both were fantastic in my eyes.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still 2 more to go in the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Iverson.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Brooks against Edwards. 14 feet away. And again, Memphis no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.